Hello everyone, I am Ajit. In this video, we will be continuing with our SQL scenario based question solution series. So let's start. So question number 71. How can we find employees working in sales department using subquery? So it is asked to retrieve the data for those employees who have been working in sales department with the help of subquery. Very easy question. Select star from employees where department underscore ID equals to select department underscore ID from departments where departments underscore name department underscore name is equals to sales. I will take this to the next line. Now it is total or the complete query is visible. So now I will run this and you can see we got the result where the employee with employee ID 4 has been working in the sales department whose department ID in our record is 3. So in this way we can use subquery or rather we can utilize subquery to get the employees from respective department. So we'll go to the next question. So how can we retrieve the names of highest paid employees in each department using correlated subquery? So here it is asked to get the employees from each department or the highest paid employees from each department. For that it is asked to use correlated subquery. Very easy. Select star from employees where salary is equals to select max of salary. So we are using aggregate function max here from employees E2 where E1 dot department ID is equals to E2 dot department underscore ID. So in this way we can write the query. We'll take this to the next level. Next line. So I will run this query and we got the result. So these are the records or these are the employees who are earning maximum salary in respective department. So if we write the normal query or regular subquery, in that case subquery will execute first independent of the outer query, but in correlated subquery for each row or each record in outer query the subquery execute. Okay, so for each record in outer query the subquery will be executed once. So in this way we can use the correlated subquery. So I will go to the next question. Question number 73. How can we retrieve employees who are not in HR department using subquery? So we want employees those who are not working in HR department. So select star from employees where department ID not in, select department ID from departments where department underscore name is equals to HR. I've run this, and so we retrieved data of all employees whoever not working in HR department. So we'll go to the next question. How can we find employees who belongs to both HR and sales department? Okay, very easy. So select employee ID from employees table where department underscore ID equals to, here is a typo, so department ID, but I don't know the department, I forgot department ID. For that I will check from the departments table. Yes, for HR we have department ID as 4 and for sales we have 3. Okay, we'll use this. Select employee ID from employees where department underscore ID equals to 4. Intersect, select employee ID from employees where department underscore ID is equals to 3. So in this way, we can retrieve the data of those employees who works in both departments, HR and sales, using intersect clause. But as I am using MySQL Workbench to execute our queries, the MySQL Workbench won't support the intersect clause directly. So we have turnaround. We can use another way to get the employees who are working in both HR and sales department. So I will write that, select employee ID from employees where department ID equals to 4 and employee ID in, select employee ID from employees select employee ID from employees where department ID equals to 3. So in this way we can get the same result as we get from inter or using as we get the same result from intersect clause. So by intersect clause, whatever result we can get same from the query we wrote below intersect query. So we are getting null as a result because no one employee works in both sales and HR department. Either he or she works in HR department or in sales department. Okay. So in this way we can use intersect, or in MySQL as we don't or we can't use intersect, so we are using the another way to get the same result. So we'll go to the next question. How can we list all employees who belongs to HR but not sales using the except operator? Okay, so select employee underscore ID from employees where department ID equals to 4 and employee ID not in. Select employee ID from employees where department underscore ID equals to 3. This is one of the way to get the same result as we get using except clause, but as we cannot use except clause directly or the except operator directly into the MySQL workbench, I am using this query, and hence we got the result like employee with employee ID 5 and 7 works in HR department, but they don't work in sales department. That's why we are getting the result. I will write using except clause. So I will copy this query right here. In place of intersect, just we need to use except clause, but it won't work in MySQL workbench. Because of this, we used this another query to get the same result. Hope you like this video. Do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.